We are back on the Morning Brew with friends. We're talking with Kizito Ujenji here from APS because he's getting ready for what happens next Tuesday?
Bond elections.
Right, it's hard to get excited about a bond election, but
yes.
This is one. Let's see, we got all the numbers here. It's $375 for a school levy, $200 for school bonds. Overall, $575 million is what APS is asking for voters to approve next Tuesday.
Yes.
And there's all kinds of great early voting sites already open, right?
Yes, we have 6 early voting sites that opened on the 13th, 3 on the west side, 3 on the east side. They're open every day, Tuesday through Friday, 5 to 8, and on Saturdays from 8 to 2.
And I think you can just go to burnco.gov or aps.edu.
Yes.
And you can find out all the information about that. But there's a bunch of cool projects. We were just looking at some of these photos that Kizito brought in that just look really awesome, right, Kizito?
Yes. We have to understand that most of our schools are about 50 years old.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm an APS kid, and they were old when I was in school.
Exactly, and if you've gone by Del Norte High School, you'll see what some of taxpayer money has done.
It's a big, beautiful facade there.
Great.
Right there, you can see it on Montgomery and, was it Montgomery and San Mateo?
Yes. And if you go to the South Valley, you'll see a 3-story building that has totally changed the nature of the South Valley. That's Rio Grande High School.
Right. Well, the new swimming pool there looks really great.
Exactly. That's a county swimming pool that's on APS land. We collaborated with the county because we really think that access to educational facilities is a social and economic justice issue.
Right. In some of these photos here, you know all these schools better than I do, but I know we're looking at some of Truman Middle School. This is a plan for, was it Chaparral, you said?
Yes.
And
total rebuild.
And then we have other photos here. That's Truman, right?
That's Truman. That's a new classroom block just
And that was just done?
Yes.
Was that done with the last bonds?
Yes. The bonds and the mill levies are, for the capital master plan is a plan for every 6 years.
Okay.
And what we do, 95% comes from local property taxes. Mm-hmm. We assess every school equally, and we take from all taxpayers and give the money not to the favorite part of town, but the part of town that needs it. That has
the oldest schools or the most growing schools,
yes.
That kind of stuff?
Yes, 143 schools over 1,200 square miles.
I didn't know there were that many APS school properties.
Oh, yes.
That's huge.
And this time there's even another twist. 53 charter schools will be getting about $58 million.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we've got charter schools, about 90% of them are in rented, inadequate properties. We shall be building schools for them, including the Performing Arts Charter School.
Right.
They're
looking for a new performance building.
Yes, we'll be putting $9 million into small elementary school that only had 100 kids, Acoma, and we shall be moving those 100 kids to Oñate, and we shall be putting the best, greatest performing arts school in New Mexico, putting with an infusion of $9 million, something that we sorely need in this town.
Right. So $575 million sounds like a lot of money right now on a bond project. Is this one of the largest ones or one of the smaller ones? Do you know?
This is an average one. We do it at around $1 billion every 6 years.
Okay.
But we have a $6 billion assessed needs. When you have 143 schools and most of them are 50 or so years old, right. It adds up.
Right. How much this goes to equipment too? And some of those photos we were looking at looked like they had the cool new touch screens and the awesome new desks and things.
Yes. Overall, about $5 million in this particular elections will go to teacher and student furniture. And about $100 million will go into computers, computer refresh, fiber optics, and switches, just to make sure that kids can use the latest technology.
Right.
Because You don't get book bags these days. You use you use a touch screen, you use a computer. Everybody's got a smartphone.
Right.
So basically, that's the new book bag. It's about access to educational content, and access to educational content is through cyberspace.
It's through the technology, and you can't afford the technology without us approving these bonds.
Exactly, and the poorest kids will suffer the most because it's an access issue.
Absolutely, absolutely. The digital divide is something we talked about before
Major,
on the show.
it's a major issue.
Absolutely. So don't forget to vote yes, either early or on Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Check out aps.edu or burnco.gov to find a polling place near you. And how great is it that we have the Big Spank on this morning?
Oh,
aren't these
great.
guys wonderful?
Oh, they are awesome.
Take us out, guys.
Yeah.
Abre la puerta, Mamá María. Abre la puerta, yo fui a tu casa ayer. Tú hablaste conmigo, nunca has sido así, como me siento.